Here's how to paint a skateboard deck, start to finish. Here are the things you need. You need matte medium, you need spray paint, whatever you get at Lowe's. You need more matte medium apparently. You need to have marker pens or just acrylic ink if you want. 100 grit, and you need clear coat to finish. I don't even know why I'm showing you these. I didn't even use them, but if you have more pens, great. Here's my inspiration, Calvin and Hobbes. If you don't have a skateboard lying around, I'm surprised you're watching this video, but if you have one, then just use that and sand it like crazy. But if you have a fresh one like I do, then just use that, and you still need to sand it. Shocker. The next few scenes are about me about me sanding. Sorry, I laugh at myself. This is 100 grit. What a weird advice video where I'm about to tell you not to use 100 grit, even though that's what I just used. You're gonna want to use probably like 300 for the first go around. And then the second go around, here I am using like 1,200. You're gonna not want to use that. But you do want to sand something at least twice. But you don't really need to if you're just about to spray paint it. Wish you are. And here you're gonna use just whatever you found at Lowe's that you like, colors you like. This part is mildly interesting in that I'm in the snow. I did this yesterday. You can do this in a weekend, and if you mess up, you just wipe it away. So now you know that. And here I am spray painting. Wow, incredible. So you just spray paint. This is what spray painting looks like if you haven't done it. I have a giant board, but otherwise just find a spot to do it. It's a little bit sticky, but I'm very impatient. And I wanted to tell you about how I put a little purple on. It was about this far away when I did it. I just didn't film it because it was cold. And I'm very impatient, by the way. So I thought maybe heating it up would make the whole drying faster. Didn't really, still kind of sticky. So I was like, okay, time to go for matte medium. But it was less sticky by this point in time. Now, here's another great piece of advice. Don't do what I do. This is just for the sake of the video. It looks a little bit cooler, being that I'm like putting all these spots on all at once, and I am impatient. I think that's like the third time I've said that. What do you expect from a YouTuber? Hi, I'm a YouTuber. Please like and subscribe. So then you just, make it look nice. You could put maybe more matte medium if you wanted to, but this is what the amount of matte medium that I put on looks like, and you'll see if you think it looks good or not, and you're the judge. This is a video for you, by the way. If you were inspired, go make yourself a board, please. Stop watching this video and just go make it. No, you probably should watch the end of it. You could pause it, I guess. That would make sense. So just stuff like the brush down those little spots. Now, finally, what are you gonna draw? Like, you're already this far into the video. I hope you know what you want to draw, but if you didn't, like, you have to think about how narrow this is. A board is very narrow. So what I'm doing is thinking of something that will fit with that. And also, this is Calvin and Hobbes. I love Calvin and Hobbes, and my 11-year-old loves Calvin and Hobbes, which is great. I'm going to paint this, put it on his wall. I don't have his reaction if that's what you're hoping for. Whatever. You'll just have to believe that he thinks it's cool. And here's me sketching a little bit because I promise I know how to sketch. But it just looks terrible on a video. Kiki likes to hang out with me. This is Sunday morning at 6 a.m. Okay, here's a little piece of advice with respect to drawing is just keeping proportions in mind and have at it. Now, when it comes to painting, finally, painting. If you want, you can use a brush and use your pens to make the painting look very flat and very smooth. Does it really make a difference? No. But if you want to, you can do that, which is why I'm showing it. Because I was like, oh, maybe this is cool. When it comes to what you're going to paint on a board, you need to think about the colors. If you're painting orange, it's going to be difficult. If you're painting yellow, it's going to be difficult. If you're painting like a skin tone, guess what? It's difficult. So I'm just kind of showing you the different options of what I went through. And you can see if you like it or not. Like, I used multiple techniques. Some I used a brush, some I didn't for the orange. And then the other two on his face and his hands, that's 2 coats. That's it. So that paint is better, effectively. The orange is good paint. It's just doesn't show nice. What are you going to do? Incredible. So the white is just my Mulatto white That's probably not even how you pronounce it, but hey, let me know if you think I should just paint small little boards instead of giant boards. This color is the Posca go-to for skin tone. Basically, it's the only option. So you get like a nice little orangey tint to whatever the skin is. And here we paint Calvin's nose right onto blue. Guess what? It's gonna look bad. Shocker. So if you want, you just paint it all white. Paint everything that's gonna be skin tone or yellow white. If you paint white on the base, then whatever color you put on top is gonna show better than being, maybe if you use more matte medium, actually that might help. So now we're on to a decent color, red. Thank you, red. This color red will only need 2 coats. All other times I'm doing multiple coats, 3 coats, maybe 4. The orange took me forever, but with red, it's gonna take 2, that's it. If someone's out there pretending that they're only doing 1 or 2 coats, they're probably not. Or maybe you can look at the artwork and actually see that it's not. If you get something on your hand, just wipe it off, by the way, and then you're good to go. Try not to smudge your board, because then your board is smudged. And if it is smudged and then dries, then it's difficult to get off. But if it's right when it happens, you just wipe it away and you're good to go. So I just thought this was mildly satisfying to see the whole shirt. Here I am coloring the skin tone right on top of the white. You can see that it looks decent, better than the nose, but it's not going to be good enough. I'm going to do another coat. Now for the hair, I'm going with an ochre because I thought maybe this would be a nice color for his hair because it's kind of orangey sometimes. But then I remembered that it's kind of more yellowy, so I tossed some yellow on top. And I'm using a brush because I want to let you know, I know how to do these things. I'm just showing you kind of the easy way, or you can decide how you want to do it. I'm literally using golden yellow, golden acrylic yellow, which is expensive. And then I was like, okay, to show you that I'm not crazy, I know my pens, I know my inks. I'm using the Molotow yellow because it's literally better than the golden acrylic yellow. So if you just had a marker of that, wow. I'm using a brush because I was like, this is going to be faster and it's going to be smoother. Something to keep in mind, when you lay something down, it's going to look the best when you lay it down. It'll only look worse from there. So don't think like, oh, maybe it looks great and it'll stay great. No, it'll look fine and stay fine, or look good and then get bad. So that's the second coat for the ear. And I decided I did not want his shoes to be this color because it matches Hobbes's hands, but that just didn't look right because it was almost like he's barefoot. Calvin's feet are like expressive. So I wanted to do it right. So I'm actually just laying down some different inks, mixing my own gray, just giving you a sense of like, if you wanted to do it with a marker, you could. If you want to do it with the brush, you could. Which one's faster? You be the judge. I don't know. I did this in 2 days. You could do this in a day. I just was pretty busy, and here's some actual real time to give you a sense of how long it takes. As for coloring in the white of the eye, I got this nice ink and it just goes good with 1 coat, but you're gonna want to do 2. Shocker. Wow. Finally, putting it all together with black. If you leave the black to the end, which you should do, please follow that advice. And actually have some nice, decent brush strokes. But if you're painting a skateboard, it's difficult. Most of the time, it's going to be on your lap and not be good for a video, which is why I didn't show it when it was on my lap. But either way, it's been a lot of fun painting this. Calvin and the art style is so cool. There's an element of it not being perfect. If you're painting a skateboard, don't make it perfect. Like maybe you paint a skateboard and you skate the skateboard. Wouldn't that be cool? I'm bad at skating, so I just make the art, but I like skateboarding in general. And this pen is decent. It's a Posca little fine tip pen. I have other pens that I could have used, but I wanted to just run with it and not have to take forever to make. So I had the big one and then I got the little one. And the little pen is really nice for filling the details. Gotta sign it because it's my board. And finally, you just finish it with the clear coat. This will give this sort of like a speckly effect, which you'll see at the end. And here you have it. Wow, it's hanging on my wall. Incredible. Looks good. Looks good enough to me. I'm gonna hang it on my 11-year-old's wall. So it better look good enough for him. You can see like the sketch is still there. You know, that's preserved, whatever. If this is cool for you, if you think this looks nice, I mean, I'm not going to sell this. Like, I'm just going to put it on my kid's wall. Definitely got to paint the edges because then people know you're a tryhard. And, oh yeah, if you've watched this far, please like the video, please subscribe or something. I'm just here to make videos and skateboards. I think it's fun. And here you have me. Wow, that's me. Incredible. I'm posing for the thumbnail. Thanks for watching the video. See you next time.